Yes, I know I'm the one said I would tell on my case. I don't know what this got to do with my case. I don't know what my case has to do with niggas from that's gambling and giving information on NBA games. How does that have to do with me?
Yo, yes, sir.
I got two options here. Okay,
what we got?
Either I don't score 20 on purpose so I can sue and say fuck you, right? Or I score 20, everybody cheers, I sue anyway and say fuck you. Like I'm trying to figure out, you know, I'm trying to figure out, you know, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this.
Yeah, Gil, and I'm gonna be real. I'm disappointed how some people even tried to make that correlation. Obviously, you made the video coming out of jail.
I know. Okay, so
but
option 3 is my fault for even putting that kind of narrative out there in the first place for this to even be a thing.
No, that is not an option. I don't want to live in a world where there's no trolling. If we can't troll, what do we have in life?
Yes, especially troll myself. Why can't I troll myself?
You can't set up your niggas at poker games.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, listen.
You can't tell a nigga, oh, Brown told me he not playing.
Hey, so
niggas can't be social.
I was listening to Brian Windhorst again today, and he officially said what I thought.
OJ did it.
He said he doesn't understand why they even using poker as anything. The NBA don't give two shits about none of that. They want to know about what happens in their game. And they don't, what happened in their game, in the game itself. And I can't confirm it. I don't know. Don't really care. They're saying all 3 people who are named have affected the game itself.
So Gil,
the poker thing is basically how it all started, but all of them, they have evidence of all of them doing things about the NBA game itself.
This is the problem with integrity, though, right? Because we saw that whole Donahue situation back in the day.
Yeah.
And niggas just try to act like people who have all these influence can't be persuaded to use that influence to help out other people who have bread to put that in their pocket. I mean, let's just be real. Because if you're a ref and I can literally manipulate and control the game by calling fouls, not calling fouls,
yeah,
and I can get some bread in my pocket, if it's more the bread than I'm making doing my job, I would consider it.
And just like anything, man, like there's a bunch of things that
okay, Lakers,
that the NBA probably has in play to try to stop some of this. Billups did in fact bet on games. However, the feds are not naming him, nor is he charged. They are looking to use that as a way to spare him to flip on the mafia. If he refuses, this makes sense. It will officially charge him, thus ending his career. This is the way to save face. That what you just said makes perfect sense.
So then the question becomes, do you want to end your career or end your life?
No, man, look.
I'm going to go with
but like that's why I said they're using one and say we have you on this guarantee. What we need some information.
Yeah.
And we won't even charge you with what we think happened during 2023 in the last 10 games. What you got for us? That makes sense.
Yeah, but the problem becomes if what you got for them is going to prematurely end your life, just keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah,
and I'll just frankly yell.
I'm not even listen.
Because Chauncey can't go to witness protection, ladies and gentlemen. He will be recognized wherever that nigga goes. Yeah. Except Dominican Republic.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Hence why I'm not hiding in the cave.
We are still doing Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Woo Woo 2 times a week. Greer said go to Turkey and get right. Greer, Turkey is not cracking like that.
Turkey what?
The country.
Where's Turkey at?
Europe, Asia, right on the.
No, how close is that to Israel?
Close enough.
Russia. How close are they to that?
You can fly their version of Southwest and be there in a couple hours, I imagine.
Yeah. No, you better don't. You don't want nowhere. You don't want to be nowhere over there. You better take your ass back to the motherland.
Go to the middle of Africa.
Yeah, you better go on over there. or you just go to Sacramento.
Z Muffin Man said Turkey's about 3,000 miles from Russia, so that's what, about a 5-hour flight
Oh, okay.
on their version
I
of
don't know.
Southwest.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you want to know anything about what's going on, if you ever seen that documentary about the Tetris, you ever seen a documentary about the Tetris?
What's that?
The video game, the Tetris.
What is it though? What's the
But they
documentary?
did a documentary about like the scandal and all the things behind the video game, the Game Boy, the Tetris, where the two people who made the game, right when like the Soviet Union fell, and basically they said, well, basically anything that happens in Russia, they own it. You don't own shit. And basically somebody out here was basically, like selling the game, marketing the game, doing it, and the guys who created it came here, licensed it, and all that stuff. And the heads of Russia was not having none of that. Put it like this. Oh, just thought about it. What's the lady from Epstein Island?
Giselle.
Yeah, her dad.
Maxine, whatever her name is.
Let's go, man. I like him. Let's go, Marcus. Yeah, her dad was part of that.
Oh, yeah. So
he ended up getting, they thinking a mob hit. So as I said, I'll be watching all that stuff, man. That shit's intriguing.
To quote the great Juvenile, I ain't gonna be with you when it happened neither. I'll probably be somewhere ducked out taking a nap with my people. I'd rather see it on TV than to see it in person.
They said, Giselle's father was like in the middle, stuff like that.
I'd rather see it on TV than to see it in person and have my head hurting when the 30s be bursting. I'm gonna be honest.
Gil, you truly believe LJ is injured, or do you think he's out the game because of this? Ooh, I don't know. I don't think. I'm gonna just be honest, man. It's 34 people, man. Like, there's not no surprises. Like, whoever's in this, and they had stuff in it, they got them. There's no, and they're gonna get them all at the same time. Well, they're gonna get all the people that they need to get all at the same time. There might be like other athletes that they're named here and there, but the names they wanted to make the splash, the NBA names. Ooh, nice.
This does raise another important conversation. There is a ton of insider information that gets shared. When you look at all the NBA insiders, all that information is getting communicated from somebody. And a lot of you are naive out there. When you look at a Woj bomb or whatever it may be, it came from somebody, right? So if you're in that organization, I'm just saying, how many niggas work in that organization? It's a process of elimination. Or where you're going to get it from. It's either coming from the agents, inside the organization, from the player. There's only like a couple different areas it could come from. It's not like information me or you just going to randomly have. If I know this person's about to sign an extension, or this person does this, or this person's knees not responding well to treatment, or whatever it is. No different than TMZ. Oh, this nigga Gil's up here at the restaurant. Come take some photos.
Okay. I got questions, but I got to figure out what the answer.
Okay. Like Greer asking who leaked the pool Draymond tape. I have a few theories.
Hold on, I got questions, Joe, because now you got me thinking. All right, what's the rule on injury?
They have to report it by a certain time, right? If I'm not mistaken.
By a certain time.
But a Cat, for example, Cat was supposed to be went from questionable to doubtful, back to questionable, and played in the Knicks season opener with that quad 2 or with that grade 2 quad strain, right?
Now, insider information, okay. If you get this information, like if one says questionable, right? And you get this information at 10, 11, 12 a.m. or, 10, 11 a.m. before noon, and you know definite this person's out or whatever, before it's reported.
Yes.
That's insider information, right?
That would be considered inside. It's insider information. You have that inside information, right? But now if I take that information and I say, "Oh, I'm gonna go lower, or I'm gonna go," and I think the other team's gonna win now because that player's not playing. That's where it becomes. That's why the injury report is such. People are such a stickler for it, because the other side of it too. Let's say Wemby or whoever is not playing, whoever the team he's not playing against, I'm gonna say, "Oh, they're gonna get more buckets this game because they're actually gonna drive to the cup and dunk on Luke Cornett." Or Giannis not playing. All right. Bobby Portis gonna have more tonight because he's gonna play more. Whatever.
Okay, okay. How does this work? Now let's say I find out, right, that someone's not playing in the morning, right? And then I'm betting, and then I put it on my social media. It's not insider, is it? Or it is?
Well, now that inside information not inside anymore because you've shared it publicly.
But but why would I be like? Why would my tweet be reputable?
That's the whole point. You got to take everything with not a grain of salt nowadays, but it would think it would be reputable. Well, it was like when we're on the show and you say player X, Y, or Z feels a certain way, and everybody said, "Oh, Gil, that's cap. That's not true." But you've spoken to player X, Y, or Z, and they've told you that they feel a certain way.
Oh,
So it's really about
okay.
It's not up to you to make them believe whatever you're saying.
So this is a big gray area of anything, then, because now you're looking at what medical staff like.
That's the point. I'm saying. So if you have connections, you could. It could be the security guard nigga who stands outside the medical staff that just gets random shit told to him by people all day, every day.
So basically, what will happen then if someone gets a hold of what's the name, right? So like if I find out like, okay, but his line won't be on the thing. I was like, you find out LeBron's gonna play before he announces it, but his line wouldn't be on there.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, so I don't.
But
I'm trying to figure. Like I'm. Oh wait, no, wait, yeah. Okay, so now this is got it, Joe. Now I can see what the problem will be. The problem will be, let's say you find out LeBron is playing, let's say next game, but nobody knows. And they have the Lakers losing by 3, right? And I find out, I will take, knowing LeBron's about to play, I'm going to take the +3, right?
Of course.
And I'm going to beat the lineup and do all this. And then when it's reported that LeBron is playing,
you're ahead of the game.
That line will change. Lakers will be favorite. And then I bet that line coming the other way.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. All this shit is very, very sticky, extremely tricky situation. And anytime bread's involved in anything.
You gotta put a hard stop on that. That can get dangerous.
All this stuff is super murky. That's why
how do you stop stuff like that? Hold on, let me see. Ghost, here go my Ghost. Gil and Joe, you're gonna laugh. So hold on. So Damon Jones told a sports bettor AD was going to be out. The bettor then put thousands on the Lakers losing. AD, due to pressure, played last minute, and Damon tried canceling it, but it was too late. Bet was placed, bet lost. Bettor wanted his money back from Damon over that miscommunication.
Yep, and that therein lies the dangerous game we play.
And I snitched on this. You see why I said like come on, man, like why are y'all putting me in something like this?
Therein lies the dangerous.
You know what I mean? Like this is a whole different level.
And this is the crazy part. Like, just being in the circle and being connected to people, right? Obviously, people don't know how connected to this, that, or whatever I am. But you get information told to you, and you'll know that information hours before it becomes public. So it's always funny to me, back when Woj was active on Twitter, he would drop a Woj bomb. It's like, I knew that an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
But now seeing that the channels they have to go through to get that information versus the channels that I have to go through to get it, and it's like, I'm not sharing that. I'm keeping it to myself.
Yeah, yes,
it ain't got to do with me.
Yes, I know I'm the one said I would tell on my case. I don't know what this got to do with my case. Like, I don't think that you just walk around telling on cases you don't know. Like my case, my case is different. Ooh, I don't know what my case has to do with niggas that's gambling and giving information on NBA games. How does that have to do with me?
Because Gil, you are the creator of the #1 sports show on YouTube.
I know, but at the end of the day, like common sense is common sense. Obviously, like this is a whole different breed of like this. This shit has its own name.
It's its own separate operation.
It has its own name.
It was not Operation No Chill. It was Operation Royal Flush.
Mine didn't have no operation name. There's no operation.
They said you were not important enough to get an operation name.
There's no operation name. I'm sorry, y'all.
So when they had the operation name meeting, which I want to talk about on those shit Gills, we ain't. That's not even worth the name, nigga. Let's save names for all the other shit. So Ghost 077
no one can never get away with gambling inside information because they are greedy They'll put lots of money, which moves the line. Gambling companies give that information to feds to investigate. Feds can pull the top. Yeah, that's how Rozier was called. The people who bet their phones were tapped to near Rozier's house towers that week.
Them folkers might be taping. E40 told you.